Everyone, this is Civet, and I have been working on a personal project of mine that I wanted to make my toolbar system as useful as possible. So I saved in my command blocks, debug stick, jigsaw blocks. This is a command block minecart that somehow in the resource pack I used didn't really work that well. And this is a pseudo item that I made using a trick I discovered. You can place like this. Let me know if you want a tutorial about it. So anyways, so during my quest to make a useful hotbar system, I have also been working on making the strongest weapon possible to clear out all those entities as fast as possible. So here's a sword, which is really strong, and I added all the attributes on the elytra because the elytra doesn't have any attributes by default, so I didn't really want to override the other stuff. But anyways, during this kind of process, I discovered a little trick that, or should I say, a few oddities that has to do with the sweeping edge enchantment. First of all, I'm in the latest combat update Snapshot, so if you click, you swipe without any entities you can see. And when you hold, you initiate a sweep on the first attack, but doesn't sweep in the second and all the other attacks. So what happens if your attack speed is really high? The elytra has the attack speed of 2.1 billion, so let me put this on. And now I can sweep every time. And another thing I discovered that was kind of weird is that the sweep attack is actually a particle, which is shaped like a crescent, or a chopped off thumbnail, or a mustache. Yeah, I have a bigger mustache, remember, so that's cool. So I decided to look at the sweeping edge enchantment itself, and if the range would affect depending on the attack range. So I initially thought that the sweeping edge area was a fan shaped or a pizza slice shape. Or let me just show you a clip from another game. So here you go. Yeah, that kind of shape. So I decided to test if the range would vary. So here is a testing environment that I made using no AI shulkers, because I originally tested with like live pigs, but they all moved around and I didn't really find that very useful. So here's the testing environment, and let me just position myself and reset everything. So let's hold attack. And as you can see, the area is really weird. My original thought was that it would like sweep every other like shulkers on this side and this side, but it's actually some sort of a rectangle, and I don't know really why. In this clip, I found out that the shulkers died like 6 at a time. Like this 6 died, this 6 died, and this 6 died. And I thought that if my like pizza shape theory still worked, does it happen upon impact and the tip of the cone is at the entity that I hit, or if this is a circle, which I thought it's really weird. I just punched out 2 shulkers because of the attack damage. It really works. So Elytra itself is an entity remover, and I decided to sweep. And as you can see, yeah, something's really weird. It is in fact a circle centered around the shulker. And if I punch out like 4 shulkers and with the 5th, the circle happens in the middle. I mean, this far out. And if I punch out if I punch out 5 shulkers, the area doesn't really change, and in fact it did make a 6 shulker death area, and it means the sweeping attack doesn't really increase the range, which is also really weird. So my thought process ended up being, if the sweeping range is a circle, is this a flat circle or is this a sphere? So I decided to summon a no AI, no gravity pig, and I positioned myself like this and had a sweep. And the pig did move, which is really weird, and I didn't really expect it. And in fact, this means that the sweeping attack is actually a sphere centered around the mob that you hit, and it isn't really like a cone shape or a piece of shape like this. Yeah, this one. But it isn't, and I think this should change to be a realistic sweeping range, and also, I don't know why you're sweeping down, but the sweeping edge is affecting, not horizontally, but like an explosion. Yeah, this should change. So that's all I have for today. If you liked it, leave a like. Thanks for watching. Mojang, fix your game. And goodbye.